Canadians.
Thank you. Minister, I know you were scheduled here only for an hour. It's been the practice of this committee, where possible, to try and get a complete round in, which means there would be one 3-minute round left for your colleague, Mr. MacGregor. Would you be willing to stay at the committee to provide answers to questions for an additional 3 minutes?
I think I can do 3
you can
minutes.
You can manage that? You can manage that?
Mr. MacGregor.
Thank you so much. Mr. MacGregor, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Chair, and thank you, Minister, for indulging me. So neither the main estimates nor the supplementary estimates include the $4.5 billion purchase of the Trans Mountain Pipeline. Your government took a loan through the Canada Development Investment Corporation from Export Development Canada to create a new Crown Corporation, Trans Mountain Corporation. So we've heard all about this talk of parliamentary oversight. Why would you make such a large purchase and not use the estimates process to get this money approved? And if you have so much money floating around from Crown corporations, why on earth is your government spending it on a diluted bitumen exporting pipeline and not addressing the needs of the housing crisis or climate change adaptation and mitigation?
Well, Mr. MacGregor, having diversifying our markets for our energy is critically important.
States currently. It all goes to the United States currently, so you can't use that argument.
Diversifying our energy exports is critically important. 97% of our energy goes to the United States
through the existing pipeline
right now, and finding new markets for Canadian energy is important. Right now, we are selling our Canadian energy at a deep discount as a result of not having the ability.
Why was this purchase not made through the estimates process?
Well, it's actually it's a non-budgetary item. Brian can expand on that, but I can tell you that we believe it's in our national interest to complete the TMX project, because we need to expand our markets for our energy. Right now, Canadian energy is being sold at a deep discount.
I understand
as a result of not having those markets. That is good for all Canadians.
Thank you, Minister.
That is good for not just people in the energy sector.
Will you be able to find $4.5 billion for other Crown corporations like the CMHC
the deep discount that we're selling Canadian energy at?
Colleagues, as I mentioned once before,
$15 billion.
I'd like to be able to hear both the question and the answer.
It costs our economy $15 billion per year.
Thank you, Minister. I think Minister Brison said that Mr. Pagan could expand upon the answer directly to your question about the subs.
I would like to get one more question to the Minister. I don't want to hear any more on this line of questions. Yeah, I realize that. So, Minister, I've heard all of your reasoning. Will your government commit to finding $4.5 billion for other Crown corporations like the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation to spend on housing immediately if you can do the same for a pipeline?
Actually, we're making unprecedented investments
right now
in housing as a government. In fact, our national housing strategy, affordable housing strategy,
it's all being backloaded in 2020.
Is very significant in partnership.
Not addressing
the federal government is clearly back. But Brian, on the item of the non-budgetary item of Trans Mountain.
Well, thank you for the question, Mr. MacGregor. In the estimates documents at the front end, you'll see that we break out spending by budgetary voted and statutory, and non-budgetary voted and statutory. Non-budgetary items are those items that go to the bottom line of the Government of Canada. They affect the underlying composition of our assets. So loans, recoveries, investments and advances. And so in this case, there is no appropriation authority. We don't need the cash to make this purchase. It is a loan from one Crown corporation to another Crown corporation. It's recorded on the books of the Government of Canada as an asset with an offsetting liability for the amount of that loan. And then when it is sold, we will either make money or lose money on that transaction, and that will be recorded in the underlying statements of the Government of Canada.
Thank you very much.